Pisces, if you were alive during the Woodstock Vietnam era, you'd have noticed I put a few subliminal messages in the introduction. Nothing bad or anything. And now with it being the 48th anniversary of Woodstock, where has the time gone? I thought it'd be appropriate to do a love reading. You know, the old protest, make love not war. My favorite was make levees not war. You know, those levees in California were dug by hand circa 1900, and they're still lasting, and they need to be redug and reinforced. But it seems for some reason our infrastructure is something that needs to be ignored. Now, I don't know if you've watched my love reading. I did one, I believe, in June. And in order to find the overall energy card, I went card by card looking for a card that depicted the particular sign. And here for Pisces, I was looking for the moon, or any cup court card. Or for the love aspect, I was looking for the Two of Cups or the Lover's card. And it was the second card that came out was the Lover's card. And then I laid out the spread. Now I think 2 was kind of a poignant number to find the card. You know, all of a sudden, oh, boom, there it was. And 2 can be about choices, and that's what this Lover's card is all about. But can also be about conflict, opposition, and even vacillation. And I think there's been all of the above for some people in the love category. But this card truly is about desires and deeds, and their connection to each other, because if you're off balance on your desires, you are going to receive this sort of accountability. And as you notice to the left, in the category of what you know, you receive the Strength and the Justice card. So now you have 3 major arcana cards commanding this reading so far. And yes, Justice is holding up the sword of truth, and is usually indicating that something is out of balance, and should be or is going back into balance. And this balance is gauged on the decisions that you make. Every day of our life we have to make decisions to keep balance in our life. And in particular when it comes to emotions and love, my goodness, it's very hard to find harmony and balance. Now the Justice card can also be more about the material idea of the earthly divorce, or maybe some court proceedings that you're involved in. And when it does appear in a spread like that, normally it says that it's going to be in your favor or more in your favor. But there's the grounding force of the Strength card right next to the Justice card. You know, and Strength is normally about identifying the beast within ourselves and other people, ameliorating it, having patience, and dispelling fear, because if you don't dispel fear, you won't have any confidence. These 2 are pretty strong cards that are holding up this reading. Now the cards in the middle for what is or can be yours, you receive the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Cups. Now these are 2 opposing forces vying each other. To me, the Knight of Wands is one of the most undesirable cards in the deck. And I've had a lot of experience with that card, and I don't like to see it. It can be a card of impetuousness, unthinking impetuousness. Normally, Wands is about growth, development, inspiration, and creativity, but the Knight of Wands is extremely young, inexperienced. And here the spirit might be strong, but the flesh is weak. And he is about punishing people at times, where he gallops around in a rush and he'll just wallop you with that wand, almost unconscious. On the other hand, the Queen is kind and nurturing. She's there to help you control your emotions and not go wild with your desires. She wants you to be aware of what's right and wrong, and good and bad. What's the difference between vice and virtue, and as I even said, desires and deeds? These all have consequences if you make the wrong decisions. And she's also there to remind you to Listen to your inner voice and your gut feelings. She does make decisions from the heart. It's not completely from logic, but there you have the Justice card, backing you up with the logic aspect. Now the cards for yourself are self-awareness. You receive the Three of Cups and the Three of Wands. Now before I go on, I want to point out that the first future card that you received is the Empress card, and she is also a 3 card. And 3 signifies creation. 2 forces that create a third force. And the number is about harmony. And so is the Three of Cups. It's about celebration and harmony between people. It can be a shared achievement or achievement that is supported by many people, and they're celebrating and happy for your achievement. And the Three of Wands is about making your dreams into a reality. It's a movement card. It's going forward with your plans. He has his back to you on the card, indicating that he's looking to the future. He now has the strength from the Strength card and the determination to go forward and utilize practical knowledge and collaboration, especially with it being the clarification card for the Three of Cups. Now the future card is the Empress, as I pointed out. This is fertility, and she's emblematic of Venus, the planet of love. She signifies that she wants you to have pleasures and fulfillment in the material world. And what better to heighten your senses but love and sex, intimacy, deep bonding in relationships. Her creation is like a harvest of life. And if you'll notice, one of the future cards is the Sun card, and this is also related to maybe childbirth. Now for the few people that have been trying to get pregnant, this definitely could follow in the wake of these 2 cards. And here right in the center of the Empress and the Sun, you receive the Nine of Wands. This card is saying that there's been a rough road. Or there's a saying in Latin that says a rough road leads to the stars. And since this is a 9 card, it can indicate that you're coming to some completion point, and that you're leaving behind any problems. Because the Sun card is saying a new day is dawning. New realizations are coming to you, and you're looking at things very differently. You have the Lover's card for the overall energy. You have the Strength and Justice card holding everything up, and you have a choice. Do you want to be the Knight of Wands or the Queen of Cups? Do you want to receive the Three of Cups awards and success and the realization of your goals with the Three of Wands and the creation from all of the number 3 cards? Well, it's saying here, if you play your cards right, you'll have the opportunity to do that. Now, I pulled a During Virtue Messages of the Angels card, and you received Archangel Michael. I am with you, giving you the courage to make life changes that will help you work on your divine life purpose. Well, my goodness, the Three of Wands is a life purpose, and you're working towards it. And you have a couple strong major arcana cards behind you saying you can do it. Now, after this reading, I have a 2-minute video that I put together, and it's called The Absurd. And I'd like you to watch it because this Woodstock Vietnam era had a lot of absurdities involved in it. Oh, the old tricky Dick Nixon, stop Dick in the middle of a screw. Now, I'd like to ask you, where did the flower children and the hippies go? Well, they joined the system and the man, as they called it. What they protested against, they became part of. And I think they actually became part of the problem that we have even today. And I welcome you to The Absurd.